Gentlemen, listen up. You've been missing the signs, searching in the dark, wondering why she's hot one minute and cold the next. But what if I told you there's a secret language women speak? A code that, once cracked, could transform your love life forever. Imagine knowing exactly what she's thinking, feeling, and wanting, without her saying a word. Intrigued? You should be. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 8 game-changing insights that will give you the upper hand in any relationship. This is the insider knowledge that separates the men from the boys. So, pay attention, because by the end of this video, you'll be fluent in the language of love. 1. When she calls late night. Picture this. It's 11 p.m., your phone lights up, and it's her. Gentlemen, this is not just a casual call. Late night communication is the relationship equivalent of a flashing neon sign. She's reaching out when the world is quiet, when her guard is down, and when her thoughts are unfiltered. This is prime real estate in the world of emotional connection. But here's where most men drop the ball. They answer with a sleepy hello, or worse, ignore it thinking she's just bored. Wake up. This is your moment to shine. When she calls late at night, she's craving intimacy, not just conversation. She's giving you a direct line to her inner world, a privilege not granted to just anyone. It's an invitation to be her confidant, her safe space. So how do you play this? Simple. Answer with energy, regardless of the hour. Show her that she's a priority, not an afterthought. Engage in deep, meaningful conversation. Ask about her day, her dreams, her fears. This is your chance to build a connection that goes beyond surface-level attraction. Remember, the man who masters the late-night call is the man who becomes irreplaceable in her life. 2. When she talks about you to her friends and family. When a woman starts weaving you into conversations with her inner circle, you've hit the relationship jackpot. This isn't just idle chatter. It's a declaration of your importance in her life. She's integrating you into her world, piece by piece. But here's the kicker. It's not just about being mentioned. It's about how she talks about you. Is she bragging about your achievements? Sharing funny stories about your time together? These are not just words. They're building blocks of your shared narrative. She's creating a version of you in the minds of those closest to her. And trust me, she wants that version to shine. 3. When she dresses for you or dresses to undress. Gentlemen, pay attention, because this is where many men miss the boat entirely. When a woman puts extra effort into her appearance for you, it's not just about looking good. It's a form of nonverbal communication that speaks volumes. She's not just dressing up, she's sending you a message wrapped in silk and perfume. Now here's where it gets interesting. There's a subtle difference between dressing for you and dressing to undress. When she's dressing for you, she's considering your preferences, maybe wearing that color you once complimented or styling her hair the way you like. This is her way of saying, I value your opinion and I want to please you. But when she's dressing to undress, that's a whole different ballgame. She's strategically choosing outfits that are easy to remove, perhaps with a mischievous glint in her eye. This is her way of initiating intimacy without saying a word. Your response here is crucial. Firstly, notice. I mean, really notice. Compliment her specifically on what she's wearing and how she looks. Show her that her efforts aren't in vain. Secondly, reciprocate. Put effort into your own appearance. And lastly, read the room. If she's dressed to undress, don't be oblivious. Take the lead and show her that her silent invitation has been received loud and clear. Remember, in the dance of attraction, it takes 2 to tango. 4. When her future plans involve you. When a woman starts including you in her future plans, you've entered the big leagues of her life. This isn't just about next weekend. We're talking months, even years down the line. She's mentally placing you in scenarios that haven't happened yet, weaving you into the fabric of her future. It's a subtle but powerful shift in how she sees you. But here's where it gets tricky. The depth of these plans matters. There's a world of difference between, we should try that new restaurant next month, and I can see us living in a house with a big backyard someday. The former is casual inclusion. The latter is a glimpse into her long-term vision with you in it. Pay attention to the details she includes. Is she talking about travel destinations you both want to visit? Or is she mentioning things like future living arrangements or even kids? These aren't random thoughts, they're trial balloons to gauge your reaction. Your response here can make or break your future together. First, don't panic. If you're not ready for that level of commitment, don't fake it. Instead, appreciate her openness and be honest about where you stand. If you're on the same page, engage enthusiastically. Start adding your own ideas to these future scenarios. Show her that you're not just a passive participant in her plans, but an active architect of your shared future. Remember, a woman who includes you in her future is offering you a starring role in her life story. It's up to you to decide if you want to accept that role and make it your own. 5. When she starts visiting you unannounced. Surprise visits might seem spontaneous, but in the language of love, they're calculated moves. When a woman starts showing up at your door unannounced, she's not just dropping by, she's testing the waters of your relationship. This is her way of saying, I want to be a bigger part of your everyday life. She's trying to bridge the gap between scheduled dates and casual togetherness. But here's the real insight. These surprise visits are also a test of your authenticity. She wants to see the real you, not just the polished version you present on dates. Are you the same person when you're caught off guard? How do you handle the unexpected? Your reaction to these surprise visits can make or break her perception of you. First, welcome her warmly, even if your place is a mess or you're in the middle of something. Show her that she's always welcome in your space and your life. Second, be genuine. If you're in the middle of a gaming session or just lounging around, don't try to hide it. Let her see the real you. And third, use this opportunity to deepen your connection. Invite her into your world, whatever you're doing at the moment. Whether it's cooking together, watching a movie, or just talking. Make her feel like she belongs in your everyday life, not just your Saturday nights. 6. When she delays texting back and her chats are cold. All right, let's shift gears. When her texts start coming in slower than molasses and read colder than a winter in Siberia, you've hit a relationship red flag. But before you panic, understand this. Delayed responses and cold chats are often symptoms, not the disease. They're her way of creating emotional distance without explicitly saying it. Here's where most men go wrong. They either overcompensate by bombarding her with messages, or they withdraw completely, both of which usually backfire. What you need to do is decode the reason behind this behavior. Is she genuinely busy, or is she losing interest? Is there an underlying issue she's not comfortable addressing directly? Women often use communication patterns as a barometer for the relationship's health. First, don't match her coldness with your own. That's a race to the bottom. Instead, address the change directly but casually. A simple, "Hey, I've noticed our chats have been a bit off lately. Everything okay?" can open the door to a deeper conversation. If she brushes it off, give her space but stay warm in your interactions. Sometimes this phase is just a test to see if you'll stick around when things aren't perfect. Show her that you're not just a fair-weather partner, but someone who can navigate the storms too. Remember, in the world of relationships, actions speak louder than words, or in this case, louder than the absence of words. 7. When she keeps talking about her last relationship. When a woman constantly brings up her ex, you're not just dealing with a conversation topic, you're navigating an emotional minefield. This behavior is a complex cocktail of unresolved feelings, comparison, and sometimes a test of your reaction. It's easy to feel threatened or annoyed, but understanding the psychology behind this can give you the upper hand. Here's the truth bomb. When she talks about her ex, she's not necessarily pining for him. Often she's processing her past, trying to make sense of her relationship patterns, or indirectly communicating her needs and fears to you. It's like she's holding up her ex as a blueprint, sometimes as a warning of what she doesn't want, other times as a benchmark you need to surpass. The worst thing you can do is get visibly jealous or dismiss her feelings. Instead, listen actively. Show her that you're secure enough to hear about her past without feeling threatened. Use these conversations as intel. What did she like or dislike about her previous relationship? This is valuable information about her needs and preferences. Then subtly demonstrate how you're different and better than her ex, not by bad-mouthing him, but by actions that address the issues she's bringing up. Remember, your goal isn't to erase her past, but to make her future with you so compelling that the past fades into insignificance. 8. When she starts comparing you to other men. Gentlemen, when a woman starts drawing comparisons between you and other men, you're standing on shaky ground. This behavior is a red flag waving furiously in the wind of your relationship. It's not just innocent observation, it's a sign that she's actively evaluating your worth against others. And let me tell you, once a woman starts this mental spreadsheet, you're already losing points. It's not always about the other guys being better. Sometimes it's a manipulative tactic to make you step up your game. Other times, it's her way of expressing dissatisfaction without directly confronting the issues. Either way, it's a dangerous game that can erode the foundation of your relationship faster than you can say, "It's not you, it's me." So what's your play here? First, don't get defensive. That's exactly what she expects, and it only validates her comparisons. Instead, calmly ask her why she feels the need to make these comparisons. Is there something specific she feels is lacking in your relationship? This shifts the conversation from comparing to problem solving. Then, without compromising your self-respect, show her why you're unique. Remind her of the qualities that drew her to you in the first place. And most importantly, make it clear that you're not in competition with anyone else. You're here to be the best partner for her, not to outdo her imaginary lineup of men. Remember, a high-value man doesn't compete, he sets the standard. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comments section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.